I'm just kidding. We're not quiet. It's season 3. It's the big 4-0. It's 40. Holy cow, can you believe we've gotten this old? Episode 40 season. So, 60, 40. We're pushing 200 on this thing. And, Paul, are you drinking? Seltzer water, I swear. But here we are.
No, I've upclassed a White Claw is what I did.
Yeah, we did. She did. She took a White Claw, iced it up, seltzered it, lime juice, fresh, always fresh. And she's making me a real man. A real man standing in a woman's t-shirt.
It does look kind of cute on you.
Thanks, baby. So not my shirt, her shirt, but yes, it is October, and we are celebrating, and we are commemorating. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and by God, we have the cocktail for it to kick it off. It's the Pink Lady, quarantine Pink Lady, for this Pink Lady back there. I'm going to talk about that later, though, so you just hold on back there. I know, survivor. Yes, I'm not the survivor. She is, but just bear with me. Stay with me. And
I'm sure Lauren and Hannah never thought that shirt looked so good on you.
is that what they said?
No, I'm just saying that's who gave me that beautiful shirt.
Aww.
It looks...
It's not bad.
Yeah, you look great. Thank you.
You ready?
Yep.
Blue Monkey Quarantina. Only business, monkey business. Folks, come on in. Let's go do this. Here we go. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Just so you know, because in my mind I keep saying Breast Awareness Month, and that's not the same thing at all. But boom, here we are. Paul's still drinking his seltzer, swear to God. Wearing his breast cancer awareness. And I don't mean to belittle that. It's just me after several drinks today. Folks, I am serious. We are here. And we are doing the Quarantine Pink Lady Cocktail. We're going way back. Way back. 1911. New York. Broadway. And we're going to Broadway because the Pink Lady was actually a play. And everybody believes that's where the cocktail was named. It was named after a play by Ivan Carroll. So this play, I don't know much about it other than basically it's one of those like great mix-up things where, this guy is trying to get this girl and this girl's trying to get this guy and all these different things that's all happening. And then the Pink Lady at the end of the play sorts it all out. Everybody goes to their perfect relationships. It's a wonderful ending. Anyway, who's credited with the cocktail in that same time frame, 1900s, is Elsie de Wolf. Now, Elsie de Wolf is a female architect in the 1900s, and also credited as the first interior designer. So she gets all this credit because you're coming out of the Victorian dark, it's just heavy curtains and just it's dark, it's crap. And she is credited as being this first interior designer who brightens up and has all this stuff, and she creates the actual Pink Lady cocktail. So they say 1930, Harry Craddock actually puts the cocktail in his Savoy cocktail book. It makes the book. And the cocktail goes through a lot of different phases. Now, here's the thing. I don't want you to confuse. So this is a Prohibition drink. And it was very popular. It became hugely popular in the 1930s, which is when the cocktail book Savoy came out. And a lot of people think because it was another way to cover up the horrible gin during Prohibition that was coming out. So this was one way to dress it up, make it sweeter, more delicious, all that. You'll see soon enough. But don't confuse the Pink Lady cocktail with the Pink Ladies, which were in Greece. Mm-hmm. The all-girl, right? Mm-hmm. Gang. Yeah, different thing. although rock stars they were. No. Now, the pink lady, why am I doing it? Because the pink is the ribbon, it is breast cancer awareness, and so I was curious because the pink ribbon seems to me to be the ribbon that defined all ribbons.
I would agree.
There's history there, though. This goes way back. You're not going to believe this. You got to go back to 1600s. In the 1600s, literally, different armies, military, used to wear ribbons into battle. One of the first ribbons they wore was a yellow ribbon to signify going into battle. And that kind of took off. And through even Napoleon used to give his men ribbons to wear into battle. Fast forward all the way to, 270 more years, 370. 1970, the song.
Tie a yellow ribbon
Round the old oak tree, it's been... So that was the song, and that was one of the first other ribbons that came out. And that yellow ribbon, by the way, Penny Langen, who hit her husband, so this is now, so the song's 1970, 1979, Penny Langen actually goes out and starts putting yellow ribbons on trees because her husband was a Iran hostage from 79 to 81. And that really got it sparked off. And that's when ribbons started taking off. But you had to go to 1988. 1988. You got to go to London first. 1988 in London, they actually created a rainbow ribbon. The rainbow ribbon was for AIDS. And that was one of the first ribbons that went out. 1991, though, U.S., we had the red ribbon. The red ribbon was for HIV AIDS, and that's got it. And then also in 1991, that's when it happened. That was the Susan G. Komen pink ribbon. And it was actually New York, and it was for a race. And they gave all the cancer survivors a pink ribbon for the race. And in 1992, Time magazine dubbed that was a year of the ribbon, because that's when it went nuts. So anyway, that's your ribbon history. You're welcome. So what about the drink? For God's sakes, Paul, is there a drink tonight? Yes, it's the Pink Lady, quarantine style, just like I always do. Now, first thing, ice. No ice. Not tonight. Because we've got some eggs involved this evening, which means dry shake. Right there, we heard dry shake. We got a guest at the house, but she's shy tonight, so we're going to let her stay over there. But she said dry shake.
And I sang.
All right, here we go. So we're coming in with gin. Now, here we go. 1.5 ounces of gin. Any gin you'd like, folks. But 1.5 ounces. We're going to go. I'm going to take one. One for the guest. And of course, one for Shelby, right? Mm-hmm. Oh.
Almost got sloppy.
That's pretty good. Almost, but I didn't. Then
Impressive.
we're coming in with Applejack. So Applejack, we got to tell a little story here. So Applejack, if you don't remember, because a lot of people don't have it. So this recipe actually changed a lot through history. And Applejack is actually not easy to find. So this is actually old. This is 1600s. And the reason this became popular was because in the New England area, they had a tough time getting whiskeys and such. So, you're trying to show?
Yeah, because you can't see it.
I'm sorry. So they couldn't get a lot of whiskeys and such. So they had to make their own stuff. So in New England, one of the big things was a hard cider. The problem with hard cider is that it's just not like potent enough, right? It's like, 10% alcohol? I mean, please. I mean, I give that to my kids. That's nothing. So it's like, Paul, how do we jack it up? They jack it up, and that's what it's called. Jacked up Applejack. Come on, I'm not making this up. What they would do is they would actually freeze it. And what they would do, they would freeze hard cider. And when they did that, they would literally lift off the ice off the top. That was all the water. Throw it away. And then what was left was a more distilled, it's called cold distilling or jacking. Jack it up. And you ended up with Applejack.
Very nice.
Yeah, not cereal for kids. No. So anyway, Applejack. So we're going to go half an ounce. So that's 1.5 total. I'm not splitting up anymore. So 1, 2, 3, one for me, one for our guest, one for Shelby, 1.5. Boom, done. Then we're going to come in with Grenadine. So this is the pink of the Pink Lady. Now, when you're going to do this, it's 1/4 ounce. So 1, 2, 3, 3/4 of an ounce. Did I do that math right? Mm-hmm. So we're going to have to go over here. 1 3/4. Again, don't buy the cheap Grenadine. Just make it. It's pomegranate. Thank you. And sugar equal parts. Make it a little syrup. It's deliciousness right here, and boom.
That's so fresh made. I'm surprised it's not steaming.
I know. We literally just made it. Somebody had to go out and whatever tonight. And then coming in with lemon.
Mums.
I know, huh?
I needed mums.
We did get mums tonight. Mums are
I
bird.
think you a mummy.
So we're coming in with lemons now. And these are big lemons. Good Lord, these are huge. I can't even fit them in my
You
juicer.
gotta love GMO.
God bless. All right, so we're coming in with maybe lemon juice. 3/4 of an ounce per. Now, the lemon juice, just so you know.
Denver.
So wait, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4. That's 1.5, and then
2 1/4.
I love that.
all this math. It's amazing,
We've
right?
been drinking.
I know.
Mixes.
Yeah. Have you been drinking?
No.
That's why you're able to do the math. Ah. I may have dropped something. Pause. All right. We're fine. Everybody's
Fine
good.
here.
It's fine.
Yeah, they can see it on camera with you.
What? Nobody can see me.
Oh yeah, no, I've got the
What?
Move
poor
along.
cam on.
There's nothing to see here.
Oh, they saw that. So there's 2. What was the number?
2 1/4.
Oh, we're going to be fine then. So boom, boom, boom. We'll do this.
That was totally 1/4.
Oh, had to be. So, 2 1/4. Now, last thing for this magical drink. Egg whites. Yep, we're going egg whites. Yeah, this is the best part. Again, now, I'm going to tell you a few things when you're going to do egg whites. First of all, as you've already seen, we're doing... Oh, boy, if this works, it's going to be amazing because this is a bad start with that shell.
You got it.
Maybe.
You got it.
You think? Mm-hmm. Oh, boy, that is...
Oh no, it's dropping.
I got it done. Made it. So the thing about an egg white, it doesn't add any flavor. It just adds a little texture. It makes it a smoother drink. A lot of people, Alan, I'm talking to you, are afraid of...
You got that one.
Yeah, that's perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people are afraid of the egg whites in the drink. Don't be. It's the viscosity. It helps. But you got to do a few things. If you're going to do this...
Maybe that's what they're afraid of, is
One.
viscosity.
Viscosity is a scary word. So, first of all,
But it's a fun
if
word.
you're going to do egg whites, a few things you got to understand about egg whites and
I
drinks.
think I heard Alan just physically start to heave with that sound.
The dollop of the eggs.
I think I heard him go.
Here's what you got to understand. First of all, don't just grab cold eggs out of the fridge, because when they're cold, they're more.
The viscosity is thicker.
No, well, it's not that they're thicker. They're more. They're more level. They're like it's harder to break them up. That's a solid state for them. Second of all, you need something to help them along. acid, lemon juice. Second thing, that's why you don't put ice in here, because if you put ice in here, that's going to make it harder.
Tighten up.
Yeah, they're going to tighten up. She
So
said
does that
tighten
make
up.
this a ceviche drink then? Since we're cooking our eggs with
If we
some
throw
citrus?
shrimp in there, I guess it could. Now, you're going to shake it. Now, here's the other thing. Be careful, because as we're shaking this, egg yolks will expand 3 to 10 times quickly and explode inside of the container. And literally, I just demonstrated that. So, we're going to try again. God bless it. I knew it. I was saying it. Did you hear me?
It's your hat, by the way,
God,
right? Not
how
mine.
bad?
No, it's your hat, not mine, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
it is. So, then, oh, good Lord. Did you...
You're very...
Folks, emergency. Emergency doesn't explode inside of a container. Emergency is not E. coli based. Emergency is saving lives.
No, those
Not
are not
like-
Kool-Aid based, because those are
It doesn't matter.
from a very localized hen house.
All right, it's a hen house. Folks,
are
after
free
you
range.
put your hen house into the cup, and then
Those are very free range.
we're never gonna get done with this episode right now.
Oh, boy,
You know
here
that.
it
Those are very
Here we
safe
go.
eggs.
We're trying again. Now you can go with the cold shake. Hopefully it won't explode in your hand. Oh my God, I was literally just...
Perfect timing.
Now, here's what happens. We have our Grenadine. We have our Applejack. We have everything. Now, we're going to pour it into the coupe glass, which is a perfect glass tonight. Why is it perfect glass? Because the coupe glass, it is thought to believe that coupe glass is a mold of Marie Antoinette's boob,
Breast.
breast. Is that better?
Yes.
Breast.
Anatomically better.
Yes, and that is how the coupe glass was invented.
Gorgeous.
pretty.
It looks like a pink lady.
Folks, now, we're not done yet. You want to let that sit for a second, because those egg whites are going to rise. They're going to give it some great viscosity, color, all that stuff. You garnish it with, now, as much as we love a Luxardo cherry, tonight it is about maraschino, because that's the cherry that will set this off. It is. It's the nipple. By the way, tonight I was thinking about different drinks I could do for breast cancer awareness, and I was tempted to do the buttery nipple, the butter nipple, slippery nipple, all those, whatever. They're all the same sort of, and but I kept coming back and thought, no, that's wrong.
Pretty.
That's right. Is that not pretty? It's a gorgeous looking drink.
It really is.
And there it is. That is your quarantine cocktail, quarantine pink lady cocktail of the evening. Now, the question is, Paul, I know it's Marie Antoinette's breast. Thank you very much. But is it delicious? Not her breast, but the cocktail. Yes.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh, yes.
Winner.
Tart, you know. So here's, if you go back in history, you'll remember we did the Clover Club. Now the Clover Club, very similar. It's gin, raspberry, and lemon, and egg white, and that was a pretty drink. So very similar, but this tartness, great. The Applejack really hits it, because you can definitely taste the apple, Jack. Oh, that's good stuff. All right, so let me bring it in here. Sorry, Denver. Give a little cheers.
Chink.
How'd that work out?
That's very pretty.
Wait,
There.
focus.
Pretty.
Cheers. Done. Well, there it is, folks. Your quarantine pink lady cocktail. Now, I always end the show with a little bit of a cheers, some sort of story, whatever. Now I'm going to try to do this, because I spend 8 minutes on the research, but I spend more time on what I'm going to say. And this is a tough one. 5 years ago, I'm not a cancer survivor. But this woman who's sitting right there is a cancer survivor. And I don't know where my world would be if you hadn't pulled through and done this.
Stop it, you're gonna make me teary-eyed.
But as we sit here and we do this, and to you, my cancer survivor, right here, I love you.
I love you too.
Because none of this would be happening if you hadn't done your job and survived. So
Couldn't have done without you.
I know it's silly, but raise a glass to every survivor out there, especially this one sitting right in front of me. I love you. I love everybody out there. Cheers.
Cheers.
We'll see you next Sunday. Have a drink.